why Chris Brown and Rihanna had their whole altercation was because Rihanna had sex with Clyde Davis. They were tossing her around.
She was so young. She was
Yeah.
underage when she came over here, actually.
Yeah. You got to understand. It's like, man, you got to do something for them to get in.
Yes, he said, we don't sing songs here, we sing artists. And there was this little pause, and I was nervous. But then he said, and we're interested. And there was this sudden feel of relief.
But then he said something about a window and a door or something.
Oh, then he said, you did it homework.
I did a lot of homework on you, this lady.
He said, there are two ways to leave here, either through the door with the deal sign or through this window, and we're on the 29th floor.
So you
gave her the herpes that she gave to Chris Brown. Rihanna was only 14, 15 when he started fucking with her and signed her to death.
Signed her that night. We didn't let her leave the office.
Really?
The 3 a.m. was when that contract got signed. So from the meeting around 3, 4 in the afternoon, we signed it by 3 a.m.
Wow.
That day, I was absolutely certain.
How often does that happen? I mean, that's
not often.
That's unheard of, right?
That's not. Yeah. I mean, to get lawyers to draft up contracts and then the other side to agree to contracts in 10 hours that's retarded.
You won't believe the story that's resurfacing about Rihanna, Chris Brown, and a shocking connection to Jay-Z. Sources claim there was a meeting, late, intense, and borderline unbelievable, where contracts were signed and secrets locked in. One insider said, and suddenly, we're in. There was relief, like a weight lifted, but then he mentioned a window and a door, and suddenly it clicked. You made it happen. Apparently, this meeting wasn't casual. The insider added, I did hours of research on her before walking in. By the time it ended, there were 2 ways out. Through the official door marked with the deal or, well, a window. And yes, we were high up, 29 floors above ground. The rumors suggest this wasn't just a business deal. It involved medical allegations and shocking claims about sexual transmission. Allegedly, Rihanna contracted an STD from Jay-Z at an age where most of us were in middle school, around 14 or 15, and somehow it was said to have spread to Chris Brown. The paperwork, they claim, was finalized late at night, contracts drafted in hours, signatures obtained by 3 a.m., a scenario lawyers almost never pull off so fast. This happens once in a blue moon, one source said. For both sides to agree and sign in under 12 hours? It's unheard of, absolutely rare. And now, decades later, whispers are turning into explosive speculation. Social media has been lighting up with claims that the infamous 2009 Chris Brown domestic incident wasn't as simple as headlines suggested. Some allege the underlying tension was linked to these hidden medical details, covered up to protect reputations. Rock Nation, the label, reportedly went to extreme lengths to ensure the public narrative painted Chris Brown as the aggressor, keeping these shocking allegations quiet. People tracing the story point to statements made by Jaguar Wright and a former assistant of Rihanna's billionaire ex. Then, to fuel the fire, actor Braxton Wells appeared in a heated interview with Storm Monroe, confirming that there was more behind the scenes than anyone realized. The threads connect like this. An alleged sexual transmission from Jay-Z to a very young Rihanna, who then supposedly passed it to Chris Brown, leading to the explosive domestic incident that made headlines worldwide. And now, after years, the story has resurfaced, with hospital reports and leaked documents supposedly backing up the claims.
What are some of the stories you've heard about this?
I remember, I heard stories like the reason why Chris Brown and Rihanna had their whole altercation was because Rihanna had Clyde, but listen, I know they might try to come after me or something like that, but this is what I'm hearing from other people, and it makes sense. Rihanna, of course, is coming from an island. She ain't no U.S. citizen, so she's going to do anything as possible to do whatever she wants. And I heard that she had with Clyde, the one that discovered Michael Jackson, of course, and she caught herpes from, gave it to Chris Brown, and that was the whole reason why those guys were fighting. And that's why they tried to protect Rihanna's career that whole time, and that's why they were trying to tarnish Chris Brown, but they can't tarnish him because this guy is very intelligent, and um, yeah, that's the story. But I
I've
haven't seen.
never heard that. Wow.
Yeah, I heard that from quite a few people that's in the music business, and
Damn.
they were Rihanna was they were tossing her around.
She
Uh,
was so young. She was
yeah,
underage when she came over here, actually.
yeah. You got to understand. It's like, man, you got to do something for them to get in. And I know quite a few people right now in the business that are trying to make it in the music business, and they're very young. Some people lie about their age too. Some of them say they're 17 or 16, but they've been lying for years.
Yeah, that's like Mila Kunis from that '70s show. She's married to Ashton Kutcher now, who was at those Diddy parties too. But when
Yeah,
she came over here, she was actually 14. She wasn't 17. So yeah.
yeah. But that stuff is real, man. Like that is a real thing.
The chatter online isn't slowing down. Nam and a lot of people are giving these allegations serious weight. Why? Because this isn't an isolated claim. Multiple insiders have told similar stories over the years. Eventually, the public starts thinking, okay, everyone can't be lying about the same thing. Adding fuel to the fire, a former assistant to one of Rihanna's ex-boyfriends recently went public, dropping explosive details. She didn't hold back, alleging that Rihanna had a history of passing STDs to people close to her. One particularly jaw-dropping interview took place between rapper Almighty Jay and adult entertainer Haley Dean, and it quickly spiraled into chaos. According to Haley, this all went down a few years ago, while Rihanna was involved with a man described as a billionaire in Africa, her then boyfriend and boss. Within mere weeks of starting the relationship, Rihanna allegedly infected him with chlamydia. But the story gets even darker. This man, married at the time, reportedly transmitted the infection to his unsuspecting wife, leaving her to deal with the fallout. The claims paint a tangled web of scandal, secrecy, and personal drama, exactly the type of story that dominates headlines and social media threads alike. Fans and critics alike are divided, but the resurfacing reports, interviews, and leaked documents are keeping the rumor mill spinning at full speed. The story continues to unfold, and people are watching closely to see what else might come to light.
They say you look like Rihanna.
She hates me
Why?
because I worked with her a few years ago on, this is when she had her foundation, right before she launched her what was it at that time that
Fenty?
but no, I think it was before the Fenty because it was whatever Kylie came out with. They all went in, they were all arguing with each other, and that was when Kim came out with her line, Kylie came out with her line, but Rihanna had this foundation back in 2015, and it was her white gala, and that was when she kind of like was sponsored on med beds, high tech, all that. Well, I helped fundraise her gala here in Hollywood. Well, she was f***ing my boss and gave my boss chlamydia, and here I am, the alleged. Yeah, I am a hoe, but everyone thought that I was the one f***ing my boss, and in all reality, it was this. And so, it just literally got to the point where all that came out that she got him sick. That because he was married, he's keep your seatbelt or behind you. You don't have to put it behind you. He's a king, or he's a prince in Africa. And so he came out here back in 2013, worked with Global Canvasser, which was a nonprofit, and then worked with UNICEF in the United Nations. That's where I got on, and I was able to partner with UNICEF in the United Nations. So I lived out in Australia for a little bit, working with this corporation.
And the story doesn't stop there. Haley Dean didn't hold back. claiming Rihanna allegedly passed the same chlamydia to Travis Scott. For context, Rihanna and Travis had a brief but high-profile fling, which started after they crossed paths at New York Fashion Week. Sources say Travis wanted to keep their connection private, avoiding the spotlight. But despite his efforts, Complex magazine publisher Lawrence Schloman reportedly revealed the relationship to the public anyway, against Travis's wishes. Schloman admitted, "I had to report it, even though they told me not to." The tension wasn't just about secrecy, it was about embarrassment. Apparently, it wasn't Travis fretting over the news, it was Rihanna, who allegedly begged, "Don't tell anyone we were together." And yet, the details got out, leaving everyone involved in an awkward, headline-grabbing mess. This latest chapter adds another layer to the already explosive saga of alleged STD transmissions and celebrity secrecy. The internet is buzzing, fans are speculating. See, and the lines between scandal, rumor, and verified claims are blurrier than ever. Every leaked interview, every insider statement seems to make the story bigger and more sensational, feeding the kind of drama that dominates entertainment news cycles.
They were around. I think she was, I don't know if it was Travis, I don't know who the Rihanna was but got dirty and got him dirty. And it was this whole thing. Well, she had her gala, and here I am, it was her white party gala. I'm dressed, I'm ready, I'm going after raising so much money for her thing, for his thing, for the company's thing. I show up. Sorry, Harley, but Rihanna said that you can't get in. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. And that was in 2016. And then after that, I ended up partnering more on board with her ex-boss. And his name was Lamac Tobias. What the f*** are you doing, you fat fuck? No, that was my late.
Yeah.
But yeah, she hates me. There's that Foundation song that she came out with, and that was like, I don't lie about this shit. Like, it's to the point, like.
But the drama doesn't end there. Flashback to 2012, when Rihanna reportedly found herself at the center of a $10 million lawsuit filed by an unnamed man claiming she had given him an STD. Sources at the time suggested that man was Chris Brown, though he stayed anonymous to avoid the media frenzy and public backlash. According to the lawsuit, the man alleged that Rihanna intentionally hurt herself as a form of retaliation after he confronted her about passing on herpes. The documents reportedly stated, "I did not. Rihanna gave me herpes. When I threatened legal action for her failing to disclose her condition, she began hitting herself and smashing into walls, reminiscent of Jim Carrey's antics in Liar Liar. Then she turned the blame on me as punishment." Chris Brown has never publicly confirmed or denied his connection to this lawsuit, but speculation has been rampant for years, and many, including singer Jaguar Wright, firmly believe he was behind it. Adding another explosive layer, Jaguar Wright claims that Rihanna allegedly contracted herpes while involved with Jay-Z, at a time when he was secretly seeing her behind Beyoncé's back. These allegations, already sensational, have fueled years of online debate, conspiracy theories, and media speculation, creating one of the most talked-about celebrity scandals in recent memory.
Okay, you never signed no paperwork.
I just didn't want to put my family's life on the line.
Jay-Z gave her the herpes that she gave to Chris Brown. Rihanna was only 14, 15 when he started her and signed her to death.
Initially, a Jaguar Wright had been tight-lipped, avoiding the nitty-gritty details about the alleged STD Rihanna supposedly passed to Chris Brown. But in a follow-up interview, she dropped all pretense. This time, nothing was off-limits. Jaguar opened up completely, revealing every claimed detail, leaving no room for questions or doubt, and sending the rumor mill into overdrive. Fans, insiders, and media outlets were all ears as she laid it out, sparking yet another wave of debate over one of the most sensational celebrity scandals of the decade.
How long are you guys going to hold on to Chris Brown Rihanna. You know what I'm saying?
I don't understand why people keep talking about that. It was forever ago. They were both very young, and he had just had his first herpes.
Jaguar Wright claimed that the alleged herpes situation is what allegedly pushed Chris Brown over the edge that night, triggering the infamous confrontation with Rihanna. Now, sources say it wasn't just the infection itself. Chris reportedly arrived at her residence intending to address the issue, only to allegedly catch her in an intimate situation with another man. According to insiders, the combination of the medical claims and the unexpected scene sent tensions skyrocketing, fueling the explosive moment that would later dominate headlines and ignite years of public speculation. The details, already shocking on their own, added another layer of drama to an already volatile chapter in celebrity history.
And that first night, when he had that outbreak and he busted in the house and said, "Where the f is this dirty at?" I can't fault him for that. He had this is beautiful. Oh, wonderful. Chris Brown, she done ruined him. She ruined him at 19 years old. He's got the Jay-Z.
Oh,
and it's unfair. Because now that's a part of his story. And Rihanna ain't innocent. Because she was in there giving that the job in the coat closet when Chris Brown came in. She always f***ing something. Then he said, "I'm f***ing done with you," and he stormed out of this house, got into his very expensive car, and Rihanna chased after him. She gets in the car and started fighting on him because he embarrassed her for calling her and saying in front of everybody that she gave him the herpes. Davis's house the night before the Grammys. She in the car trying to f*** him up. They're speeding on the Pacific Coast Highway, and you know Pacific Coast Highway, very steep. She could have killed him while he was trying to just get the f*** away from her. Because Lord knows he couldn't get away from the herpes.
oh,
And he hit her back. Calm down.
my.
And all of this is happening while he's doing damn near 100 miles per hour in a sports car on Pacific Coast Highway while he's still trying to register that he is beautiful Chris Brown and his is now trash at 19
My.
because he got set up with a bitch that was foul who gave her herpes. And that's what happened. And people wonder why I speak up for Chris Brown. That's why. And if I'm lying, all of them can sue me, even you.
Jaguar Wright went on to claim that Rihanna and Jay-Z allegedly decided to rewrite the entire story, creating an alternate version of events to keep the true narrative hidden from the public. According to her, this move was strategic, designed to ensure that the real details, the ones that could have sparked massive controversy, never saw the light of day. This alleged cover-up, if true, paints a picture of deliberate media manipulation, with high-profile celebrities shaping the story to protect their reputations while leaving fans and the public in the dark about what actually happened behind closed doors.
And then they sat there, and Jay-Z and them get on the radio, and they talk about that little boy. And then they put together that whole sham, and then have him arrested on the red carpet just to make sure America hated him, and defending himself against that crazy. I mean, she's and she's pure, and she has all of my respect when it comes to the whole game.
Ooh.
But you ruined Chris Brown's life, and you knew you ruined his life, and the only reason you did it was because your pimp Jay-Z told you to, so that he could cover up the fact that he started 14 when he was damn near 30.
And if you're wondering where Jaguar Wright got these explosive details, she claims she was right there that night, present at the party and witnessing the events firsthand. According to her account, She saw everything unfold in real time, giving her an insider perspective that no second-hand report could match. Her testimony, if true, adds another layer of credibility, or at least controversy, to the story. They're fueling speculation and keeping fans and media outlets buzzing about what really went down behind the velvet ropes.
That's what the happened that night, and I know because I was at the party. It was the last kiss the fucking pinky ring party I ever went to.
Now, I'm not saying Chris Brown was justified in his actions that night, but knowing all of this context definitely casts the infamous incident in a whole new light. Some insiders speculate that Braxton Wells may have actually mixed up the details, confusing Jay-Z's involvement with the place where Chris allegedly caught Rihanna in that situation. The rumor mill claims Jay-Z could have been the source of the alleged infection, and that Rihanna may have been passed around to other high-level executives afterward. Nothing here has been officially confirmed, but the internet is devouring every word of it. Fans have been weighing in heavily. One person pointed out, now it makes sense why Beyoncé never did a collaboration with Rihanna, even though she worked with almost everyone else. Another added, Jay-Z's behavior is eerily reminiscent of R. Kelly. In their world, messing with underage girls was somehow acceptable. Now that he's allegedly implicated, he's playing innocent. This has always been his MO. He wants them young and untouched. Look at his other children. The public doubts if that child is even his, given the ages of the women he's been linked to. So now the question is, do you believe Jay-Z allegedly infected Rihanna with chlamydia? And does this revelation change everything we thought we knew about these past events? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because this story is far from over. And before you go, click right here to check out our other video. I packed with even more drama and shocking revelations.